Hello, creative cooks. How are you doing? Hey, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Fall is almost here, and it's the perfect time to reset with nourishing, comforting foods that feel indulgent but also support your body and mind. Today, I'm baking a cozy pumpkin spice bread, among other recipes, including a hearty bolognese and winding down with a calming rose mint tea. All simple, gluten-free, and perfect for your own fall reset. You've seen me starting to combine a few ingredients to make the pumpkin spice bread, and they include mixing together pumpkin puree, raw honey, coconut oil, coconut pumpkin seed milk, or your favorite plant-based milk, some pumpkin spice. I'll share with you what spices I combine together to do that, together with vanilla extract, psyllium husk for a nice stretch, coarse salt, and blitz it all together with an immersion blender. The dry ingredients include millet flour, cassava flour, and baking powder, which I just added to the pumpkin puree mix. I had blitzed all up. You have some hemp seeds for extra protein. Save some so you can top the batter after putting it in the baking tin. And I also added in some walnuts for a good amount of crunch and texture, and also save some aside. Then pour everything into a parchment lined baking tin. I believe I'm using a 4x9 standard loaf tin here. Level out the batter and top the batter with crushed walnuts as well as hemp seeds. If you have some pumpkin seeds, which I did not add to this one, do so. It's a great indicator for guests to see what's up with that. Put it in the oven and let it bake for 55 to 60 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until it passes the toothpick test. And here are the spices I combined. They include ground star anise, nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon powder, allspice, and I have the whole gist on that on my website at creativephebe.com. Let that bake and we'll get to it when it's done. If you want help getting started with meal prepping and planning nourishing and balanced meals to cater to your feminine lifestyle, I created a 7-day glow up meal planner just for you, lady. Just for you. It includes 10 full recipes because I know you don't want to eat the same food every single day. Neither do I. It also includes a full grocery list so that it makes shopping much easier. It also includes a meal prep guide and other gems that you'll love, like setting the intention for your week. Wouldn't you like that? Be sure to check out the link in the description box below so you can get your copy today. Alright, now let's continue on this video. Alright, so while the pumpkin bread is baking, I'm going to be making a zucchini pasta bolognese. This is comfort at its best. Rich, satisfying, and made with simple, wholesome ingredients. I have here some fresh zucchini. I want to spiralize it. If you want, you can dice it up. If you want, you can slice it up. Whatever you want to do, I will leave that up to you. I'm spiralizing it. If you have a full-on spiralizing set, you can use it. I just don't want to make another appliance dirty. After spiralizing it or slicing it up, set it aside, and I'm going to slice up some garlic cloves and add it to some red onions I had previously prepared for another recipe. Now, some people ask me if I eat meat. I want to be very specific that I have started adding bison to my diet. Not beef, but bison, veal, mutton. Those are the kind of meats I add to my diet every now and then. Sometimes I can have it like 1 week in an entire month, and that works for me. All right, to the skillet, I've already added in some olive oil, red onions, garlic, fresh oregano sprigs, some spices including black pepper, coriander powder, ground paprika powder. You saw it all pop up on the screen. Again, you can find a full recipe on my website in detail. Saute all of that out. Let it toast and let the spices deepen in flavor as it toasts with the aromatics. I've added in some plum tomatoes. These are fresh plum tomatoes. If you have canned plum tomatoes that were just peeled, not diced or chopped, you can substitute these fresh plum tomatoes for that. Add in some tomato puree to deepen that rich taste you want for these bolognese. While that's sauteing for about 3 to 4 minutes, boil your pasta. I'm boiling some chickpea penne pasta. If you want, you can use spaghetti. If you want, you can use fusilli, whatever you want. This is your comfort recipe. This is how I like it for this version. I can switch it up later on. While the pasta is doing its thing, add the ground bison or your favorite protein to the sauteing tomatoes with some Worcestershire sauce to amplify the taste of all the ingredients in here. All right. After that, add in your spiralized zucchini. I'm also adding in some cilantro leaves. Now, while I was putting this recipe together, it was a bit of a trial and error. I have the full breakdown on my website again because I added in some water that I could have added while adding in the plum tomatoes, but you learn as you go. And don't forget to add baking soda, because what that would do is help reduce acid reflux so you can enjoy your meal without having heartburn. Drain the pasta, serve your meal, garnish with some fresh parsley, share it with friends and family. Don't forget avocado for a nice cooling effect, and voila! At about this point, I'm gonna get some fresh flowers because the pumpkin bread is almost done baking, and it's time to make some tea after letting it cool for a bit, and then we'll cut a few slices and see what we have going here. While I'm making the rose mint tea to serve with the pumpkin spice bread, which all it is rose, dry rose petals, some fresh mint, and I also added in some lemon balm together with some freshly boiled water. By the way, you can use a plant-based bolognese filling by referencing my filling for the plantain lasagna I shared in a previous video. I'm going to link it to this video so you can try that out, especially if you prefer a plant-based approach but still delicious and gluten-free and healthy and nourishing for you. Now, serve up your pumpkin spice bread. If this doesn't speak fall to you, then you know what? Let me know in the comment section what fall, autumn represents to you. Slice up your pumpkin bread and serving it with some yogurt and honey. And with that said, thank you for joining me on this video. Don't forget to download your 7-day meal planner, and we'll chat again in the next video. Later!